Bunch of baby.
What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'? This is Nicky and welcome to Content Corner Livey. What's poppin', people? How's everybody feeling? Let me get my other camera going because it's acting crazy. Let's see if we back. Let's see what we doing. Okay, here we go. I'm a little short. Okay. First and foremost, please hit this like, right? Hit the like button. We're streaming on YouTube and we're streaming on LinkedIn. Shout out to everybody who is watching. Blow up the chat. Today is going to be a little bit different. As you can see, there's a new button, right? If you're on the YouTube vibes, we are raising money for Puerto Rico when it comes to the water crisis. I don't know if you've been paying attention. They ain't got no water. They're pretty much going out without water for almost 48 hours, depending on what pueblo you're at. You may not, it may go longer. So I found a really dope fundraising situation for all of us to give to. I don't want super chats today, okay? No super chats. It could be $1. Just hit them up, please, and thank you. There's a donate in the chat. There's a donate on the situation. We've already raised $30. I'll show y'all and all that stuff, but y'all know I'm still going to give the value. Today we're going to talk about YouTube, okay? I've had a few people hit me up about, Nicky, they talking about these 8,000 watch hours. It's going to be harder to monetize. Why is this happening? So we're going to break all of that down. Why is it happening? What does it mean? How to get these watch hours in this day and age. Plus, Claude added some watermarks to us.
Bruh.
All right. And so, yeah. Let's talk about it. What does that mean when we need some content from it? We give it an idea. Does that mean our idea is now watermarked? When we ask for spelling, does that mean now it's watermarked? What does this all mean? We're going to break it down. We're going to find some answers. And we're going to build something. We always build something. We're going to figure it out. I actually want to know what workflow you want to be built live. Okay? What do you want to see done? So there's going to be a segment where I'm going to need you guys to be like, yo, Nicky, build this out. I want to see how it is so I could do this myself. Or maybe there'll be a template later. You could give it to me, whatever it is. Okay, so we're going to build some stuff, do some ChatGPT images, all of that amazing stuff. But yeah, this 1 to 10, how are we feeling first and foremost? Right? First and foremost. Where are you watching this from? Second. And Prolific is out. You already know. You already know I had to say that. You already know that I had to say that. But let's start. Hold on. Let me get this up and running. I see some 8s. Low energy today. Why? Why low energy? What's wrong? Talk to us. Talk to us. All right. 9, Arizona. Garner, North Carolina. I don't know about these new rules. Don't worry. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. I got you. 8.75. LA, what up? North Carolina, still 10s. I see y'all. All right. Let's where we at? Let's talk about this YouTube situation. Remember, we are raising money for Puerto Rico. Hit that donate. We at $35. $1. If you're watching and I add value through this live, at least $1. Okay, at least $1. But let's go with Content Corner Livey. You feel me? All right, boom. Lovely, lovely YouTube. There's some things. And let's start here. Who is monetized on YouTube? Type in me. Or if you, actually one. Type in 1 if you are monetized on YouTube. Type in 2 if you want to be monetized on YouTube. Okay? 1, you are. 2, I want to be. Okay? I want to be. Now, before, to get into the YPP, the YouTube's partnership program, it took 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, and I believe like 10 million shorts views. Okay? This was before this announcement, right? Now they're bumping it up. Let's keep it a buck though. Why do you think they're bumping it up? Especially if we pay attention to the shorts topic, right? And it has everything to do with AI. Let's be honest. There is more content, especially on shorts, that is coming out, that is getting views, that is monetizing super quick. And YouTube is like, hold on. I like, content is getting a lot easier. First, we were giving money to those who were making content for us. It's a little bit harder than most. You are not the average person, so let us reward you because we're getting ads and all that stuff. Now they're like, okay, AI made this really easy. It's not that hard. It just needs a certain framework. So, okay, next year, let's raise it up. Let's raise it up. So the new stuff that's starting in February. So we have, as of this, 24 weeks to monetize if we haven't monetized yet. Okay? So we're looking at it like 8,000 qualified public watch hours in the last 12 months, starting February. 20 million qualified shorts views in the last 90 days. Okay. Paying too many, too fast. Exactly. So we actually got from YouTube themselves breaking down these updates. So let me see.
YouTube is updating the YouTube Partner Program. YouTube is updating the YouTube Partner Program.
Calm down. Go back.
YouTube is updating the YouTube Partner Program, including revenue sharing for Premium Lite, new Shorts incentives, and updated YPP entry thresholds for ads and premium revenue sharing. But what does that mean for your channels? Hello, Insiders. I'm Rene Ritchie, a longtime creator now working at YouTube, and here's what's up. Starting February 1, 2027, if you have a long-form channel already in YPP, nothing is changing for revenue sharing. If you have...
Hold on. Let's stay right there. Nothing is changing if you're focusing on long form. Nothing. As of right now. Okay? Regardless if you are... if you're already monetized, you're good. Don't worry about this, especially if your focus is on long form. You're good. The shorts, let's continue.
Have a Shorts channel already in YPP, you'll need to maintain 10 million Shorts views over 90 days to keep ads and premium revenue.
Bruh.
10 million over a 90-day period. I want to slow this down. I want us to fully understand where this is going. So if you are already monetized, for this next change starting February, if you are only making money through YouTube Shorts, you have to maintain a 10 million views over 90 days.
But there'll be new incentive programs to help you earn. If you have a long form and shorts channel already in YPP, nothing changes for long form ads and premium revenue sharing, but you'll still need to maintain 10 million shorts views over 90 days to maintain shorts ads and premium revenue sharing. If you're working to get a channel into YPP, fan funding and shopping thresholds remain the same, but
fan funding and shopping is just the super chats, the super thanks, and to be able to buy merch and I believe digital products through the YouTube shop and everything of that nature. Okay, so when you hear me say super chats, which remember, no super chats today, only donations to the fundraiser to help out Puerto Rico with the water crisis. So no super chats today. But the numbers that you would need to enable that, boom, you're good for those. You can get your fans, your audience to tip you at any moment, to give you super thanks at any moment, to buy directly from your Shopify stores or your Printful or whatever shops you may have. So you're good.
But for long form, you'll now need 8,000 hours of watch time, or for shorts, 20 million views in the last 90 days for ads and premium revenue sharing, and the channel will still need to maintain 10 million shorts views over 90 days to maintain shorts ads and premium revenue. To keep everything running smoothly, the updated agreement terms will be landing in YouTube Studio soon. All monetizing creators will have 6 months to review and sign the new agreements to continue earning. Much more information in the related video link. Please let me know your
All right. He's done.
Bruh.
He's done. All right. So, first and foremost, am I surprised? No. Okay? I'm not surprised. However, if you've been on this channel long enough, you already understand that these platforms don't love us. These platforms do not care about the bills we have to pay, the rent, the mortgage, the family we have. They're in a business, okay? So, yes, AI affected a lot what is happening, but at the same time, we have to also keep in mind that these platforms can change at any moment. And it could affect the money that is coming in to our bank account, and YouTube should not be your only source. Okay, it's nice, but it should not be your only source, and we're going to talk about everything of that nature, right? However, let's not act like we don't want to monetize here either. Like, let's get those 4,000 watch hours now before the changes make. Okay, so first things first. If you know how many watch hours you have right now, right? You're not monetized. For these people who are not monetized, how many watch hours do you have? How many watch hours do you have? Go to your YouTube Studio, and go to Earn. Earn is going to show you. I'm already monetized, so it won't show you what I'm talking about, but it will show you how far off that to hit your goal for monetization. Okay, so I did a nice little image for you guys. So let me show you. Hey, hold on. Something is wrong. Wait. Boom. Okay. There we go. So, real quick. Bam. 24-week watch hour roadmap. Okay? For those people who are trying to monetize on YouTube. First, like I said, how far off you? How far? If we need 4,000 watch hours, and I'm concentrating on let's say long form. I'm not concentrating on short form. If you, and only because I focus on long form. If you are dope on short form, praise God. Work up those millions, you're good. Long form, I feel that there's more money. 2, is more sustainable. So we have to understand where we are. So we break it down into this, where it's like, if we have 500 gap, right, we need only 21 watch hours per week, 1,042 hours per week. You know what I mean? Like, and so it breaks it down into how many watch hours we need per week in these next 24 hours. Okay. He's like, go live for the watch time. Oh, you know, we're going to talk about that because that was my major way of monetizing in the time frame that I did. Okay. So cool. Now, for those people who don't go live, right? Build a binge path. So we're talking about series, we're talking about playlists, clear next video. Now, this is something I honestly even need to improve. Like, I'll do a ChatGPT video and another ChatGPT video, and then I'll do a Claude video, so sometimes if you're just on my video tab, and let me share, hold on, so I could break it down in all honesty. Whoop. And mind you, hold on, real quick. Take a screenshot that you're watching this live and tell everybody to come through. You know what I mean? Tell everybody to come through. We're raising money for the water crisis. So tell everybody to come through. So take this screenshot. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey! Take that screenshot. So, here we go. All right. This is, of course, my channel. And we got all different. Why is this not working? Why? Oh, Jesus. Hold on. All right. Should be good now. Okay. So, got a whole bunch of videos, right? Now, I do have a few playlists. I have some, well, that's an unlisted. That's for my LB people, right? But I got how to make AI videos, learn ChatGPT, to build your brand, got content corner playlists, social media tips that hasn't been around for a minute, and some like old playlists. So me personally need to improve on my playlist joint, but I at least, for those people who need to learn how to make AI videos, they could watch this playlist and they just binge off of that. I got 11 videos about the ChatGPT one. They could binge off of that. And what is great also on your social media, when you're talking about a specific topic and you've done probably 3-4 videos about it, you could put it in a quick playlist and share that link to the playlist, because each playlist has its own part. Stop. Has its own link, right? So if I was to share one of the videos, it would share all of the other videos. Or you could go, hold on, let me go into my creator studio real quick so I can show you. Shout out to everybody who watched my last video, by the way. I appreciate y'all. That's doing really good. It's doing really, really good. Playlist, here we go. Boop. So if we go to playlist, right? So we have like this one, how to learn ChatGPT to build your brand. Boom. Get shareable link right here. And so I can share the whole playlist to my community, to my social media, to my email list. All of that is great. Also, right here, if you don't know how to do a playlist, when you hit create, you could do playlists, podcasts. Now they have this new feature of like new show, right? And because YouTube is trying to stay on top of the game with Netflix, and they're realizing more people are watching YouTube than anything, they want to now be the source of shows. So if you have a show, or you think about having your own show, you may want to take advantage of this feature. But start thinking about, if you don't have videos that could go together, start thinking about 3 or 4 videos that can go back to back to back, and turn that into a series, turn that into a playlist, all of that great stuff. But do that. What we may do on the live later is I'll go into ChatGPT Work and tell it to kind of organize the videos that I have into playlists. If you haven't done that yet, if you already have videos on your YouTube and you haven't really organized them on playlists, we'll do that later. And let me know if I should. Yes or no in the chat if I should, right? Because me and chat, we've been really good lately. We've been really good. We're almost at $100 total raise. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's raise money and let's help some of our own, because Puerto Rico is still part of the U.S., even though they treat us like we're not. It's very weird. So, but we'll talk about the water crisis in a little bit. So, let's keep going. Next thing. Repair those dead ends. Add end screens. Okay? Add end screens. Let me see if I can show you exactly how to do that. Hold on. Let me go to one of my recent ones. Okay. Y'all see my screen? Hold up. Okay, here we go. So, if I go to the latest video that I did, and this is any of y'all, right? If you go down, there is this thing called end screen. Think of end screen of like when they're done with the video, you're giving them direction of what to watch next. Okay? So when you go here, you're able to either have them do the most recent upload, best for viewers, so you allow the algorithm to say, hey, pick one of my videos that you think they haven't watched yet. Or you could be specific of where they go. So I intentionally, after every video, I don't know how many of y'all watch all the way to the end, I'm like, if you want more about this topic, or if you need another ChatGPT video, or if you need more, click right here, right? So I'll show you real quick. You've been wondering what to do with ChatGPT Work? Well, here's a great use case. Let me know if you're going to use it, and if you need another video about it, check it out here. Okay, so it's intentionally like, hey, you want more? Go here. And so they continuously watch your videos. If you just leave it, like, if you just end the video, like, they'll just go on to another channel. So small things like this can help your watch hours, where it's like, yo, let me add the end screen. Maybe they'll see it all the way to the end. Maybe they won't. But if they do, I at least did my part. Okay? So everybody put E in the chat for end screen if you're going to apply that. Okay? Let me know. Cool. Here's where I got my watch hours, and I think we monetized in less than a year, I believe, on this channel. It was like less. Yeah, I want to say less than. Isaiah, let me know. Let me know. It's Steve. What up, Steve? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? So, let me ask. Put L in the chat, not for loser. Put L in the chat if you go live. Put W in the chat if you want to. Put nah if you have no desire.
Bruh.
You have no desire. You're like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. So like, nah, I don't want to do this at all. Oh, shout out to my mom. Wait, my mom's here. My mom's like, if you're liking this, are you pressing like? Just asking, Mom. My mom is asking if you're hitting that like button. Okay? So, let me tell you why I like doing lives, both from a engaging standpoint, but also from a watch time standpoint. Okay? And I'll show you better than I could tell you. I'll show you better than I could tell you. So let me go to my channel. Let me shout out to everybody saying hi to my mom. I will if it will help. Come on. I like the open-mindedness. I like what we're doing here. Hold this a little bit. I like the open-mindedness. So, my journey, right? My journey. If you look at, and I'll go to the oldest, right? I'll go to the oldest. If you look at some of my early videos, and even videos now, we have 6-minute ones, 9-minute ones, 3-minute ones, 5 minutes, 13. So at the time, to make 4,000 watch hours seemed very long. Pause. Okay? But what I do, and what I do very well, is go live for a very long time.
Bruh.
I go live for a very long time. Okay? And so even though the short form, not short form, the shorter videos do get more views, you guys are watching longer when it comes to the lives. Some of you guys, and type in me, you may be on for the whole lives, right? If you've ever been on for a whole live, type in me. If you've been on for like half the live, maybe you have to go to bed, got to go to work, whatever. Give me the number 5, right? But also, if you've caught the replay, type replay. Because that all are watch hours. So what I'm realizing with this whole watch hour thing is that please leave it public. Please leave it public. So what I was doing before was it was making members only. Shout out to my channel members, okay? Shout out to y'all, all right? Love y'all. Love y'all. But I realized in the time that I was doing this, my watch hours were going down. Because you can't, they only count live replays, okay? If it lives here and it's public, you're good. If it's unlisted, if it's private, it's no good. So you know how some live people, they'll go live and then they'll make it disappear? That won't count. That won't count. Now, there's a whole strategy to it that we've seen before where somebody will go live, they will chop it up into smaller YouTube videos. They may repackage the live, turn it into a complete video. That's a whole different thing, right? But for me, my two things that I do to get watch hours is go live and my Saturday video, sometimes Friday videos, but Saturday videos. So I have one live video and one pre-recorded video, or maybe a clip from the live, which is a breakdown. So, and we may up it, right? I don't want you to think we got live, that we monetized in less than a year by just going live once and doing one video. That's it. Okay? That was it. I didn't go and create 3-4 videos a week. We did one live and we did one main video. That was it. The whole point of it is in that time that you're trying to figure out what is going to like get you to watch hours, in that time frame, what are people looking up? What are people talking about? Now, I'm in a great niche, which is AI tools, AI content systems. I'm in a great niche because people are trying to be like, yo, what's up with this AI stuff? How do I improve my content? How do I create this workflow? All of that, right? So when we're looking at, if I go back to my videos and I go back to the oldest, right? So I wasn't starting off with like 10 views, 20 views. Because of the topics that we were picking, I was getting maybe 600, 700, 1,000, 2,000. And depending on the topic, it could go up or it could go down. Okay? It wasn't like super steady all the time. But it's about being intentional with what are people looking up. Because yes, we have to have a balance of the things that people are talking about, trending, but also evergreen. Because you always want to be found later. But in this time frame of this 24 weeks, we may want to concentrate on what are people talking about? What is popular in my niche right now? What are people looking up? And so I could create a video to take advantage of that wave. And so the more that people are searching it, the better that I can pop up, possibly. And I'm not always saying be first to the topic, because that's a lot of pressure. Okay? Have quality to the topic, right? I always shout out to Big Bob, who was Nipsey's mentor and a big impact in my life. He always says, you don't want to be a weather broadcaster. You want to be a weather changer. So you don't want to, when it comes to your niche, be the one that just announces news. Like, hey, new announcement. Great, cool. Now what? How does it apply? You feel what I'm saying? How does it apply to what you are doing? Yes, this came out. Yes, people are talking about this. Yes, people are searching for this. But at the same time, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for the audience? How can I apply this thing to what I'm doing? So if you pay attention to some of the things that I do, I don't go, see, Dance 2.5 is out. Now go try it. It's not what happens. YouTube just changed their policies. Okay, let's go to the next topic. No. It's YouTube changed their policy. And here are the steps to help you get monetized in the next 24 weeks. Here are the steps that I took. Here's are the steps that we could do together. So think of it in that way when we're talking about finding topics that is going to be, how do I say? Finding topics that people are searching for, but also, well, how do we keep them watching? The lives are done intentionally, right? The lives are done intentionally, meaning there are different sections that I do because I know people come here for different reasons. Some people come here for this topic right now, the YouTube stuff. Some people are here for what's going on with AI. Some people are here to watch me build out certain things so they could do it themselves. So I have to always think about when it comes to the live, what is going to keep people to stay? Now, granted, I sometimes am spontaneous. I know this. However, when you're thinking about going live, what is the different segments that you could do that will keep people on the whole live and not just, what's up, y'all? What y'all want to talk about today? I'm live. I'm gonna wait for a few more people. But we could talk about, no. First off, don't ever do that.
Bruh.
Don't ever do that. Okay? If you go live, put P for promise that if you ever go live, you will never start off the live on some BS with the whole, oh man, yeah, what's up, y'all? What are we doing today? What's up, Tiff? I'll just go wait for a few more people. What do y'all want to talk about? What do you want to do? Ask me questions already. How they gonna ask you questions? They don't even know what you're talking about.
Bruh.
Like, you got 2 people on the live, and you like, yo, ask me questions. Y'all don't want to talk to me. Y'all don't want to talk to me. You're not talking to them. Talk to them. And always think about the replay as well. Your lives we've gone through this. Your lives should not last only for that moment. Always think about the replay. And so even your intros should not just be like, hold on. What's up, y'all? What the?
Bruh.
Help me! Help me!
Man. Come correct. Have a quick intro. Tell them what you're talking about. If you need a minute to get your mind right after the intro, be like, acknowledge some of the people. If there are people, because once again, the lives are not only for the people who are there, it is going to be for the hundreds, the thousands, possible millions who are going to see the content that is afterwards. Okay? Because those replays count as watch hours. No matter if it is today, tomorrow, next week, all of that. Right? Nicky, it is too early in the morning for this true life comedy. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I like the cold start. Oh, okay.
Bruh.
Okay. All right. You got it. You got it. So if you are going to be intentional with your lives, like I always have, I wonder if I could share it. I'm gonna not well show it. I always have notes. Can I show it? Let me see if I can do it this way. Hold up. Let's do. Try and think. You know what? I'll just show you this way. Let's get on this. Watch this get on this real quick. Okay. You see that right there? You see that right there? Those are my notes. Okay. I always have notes of what I'm going to be talking about. Always do research before you come and talk to your people. Like, don't freestyle too much. Have like a structured freestyle. I'm not saying know exactly, hello, this is Content Corner Live and I am Nicky and today we're going to be talking about YouTube. And so they changed everything and you're like reading, it's boring, okay? It's absolutely boring. But a structured, like, here are my topics, here are my points that I have to make sure that I get, that's important. Always have that around so you could look at it. And the perfect part about lives is that you can be very imperfect.
Bruh.
Very. Like, no one expects you to be perfect on a live. You only expect yourself to be perfect. In my mind, when there is tech issues, I'm thinking that's lasting like 10 minutes. Y'all only saw it. Y'all probably didn't even see the tech issues. There is probably like, it took a second and that was it. Like, for example, when I change screens, right? When I change screens and it doesn't show for a second, I'm freaking out in my mind. You guys are like, oh, we'll wait. Don't worry about it. No one, and I mean no one, is going, oh, it's not on the screen. I am leaving. This is a horrible live. This was a waste of time. No one is saying that about your content. No one is saying that about your live. They will have patience. People who watch on live have patience, okay? They are probably watching on their TV. They probably have their phone propped up while they're doing something else. They may have their laptop and notebook already out for whatever you have to say. Do not, when I say do not, let me look at you here. Do not stress out at all. You could be your normal self on a live and people will continue to watch. The only problem is us. And can I be real for us for a second? And then I'm gonna go to the next step, right? Which the next step is when to click. But can I be real with us? And I say this out of love, all the way love, okay? We are some entitled people when we create content.
Bruh.
I'm being honest. Follow me with this. We think that once we get the courage to go live, we expect a certain number of people to watch. Maybe not the first time, but the second time or the third time or the fourth time, we're like, yo, what is happening? That goes the same way when it comes to our regular content too. We're expecting them to watch it. They're expecting them to comment on it in some way, shape, or form. If I spent the time to create this, to write the caption, to do the research, to post it, y'all better watch this.
bruh,
Y'all better watch this. Instead of looking at it as I'm building my catalog, I'm improving my delivery, I'm focusing on what I can say, what I can't say. I'm trying to not have so many filler words. I'm not trying to pause as much as I do. We're not looking at it as reps. We're looking at it as, it doesn't work. And once again, I do not knock looking at numbers. I do not knock looking at numbers. We were built because of school systems and everything to look at grades, letters, numbers to determine how good we are. We were trained as kids to do that. So I'm not knocking us for that. But I am knocking it if it stops you. Look at it and then continue to post. Look at it and continue to go live. Because the way we get these watch hours is by consistently posting. It's not, let me post once, leave, let me post another month, leave. This is a 24-week plan. We're at least posting once a week. Whether you have a podcast, whether you have a live, whether you do short, like 15 to 20 minute videos, whether you do shorts, whatever it is, the thing that's going to work for this, out of all of it, is can you be consistent? I didn't lead with that because that's so typical.
bruh,
So typical. I already know. However, it is very true. But on top of the consistency part, let's talk about everything else. And so the everything else part at the end is we have to win the click. Some of the, and I even have to work on this too. Some of our content just need new thumbnails and titles. That's all it could be revived if we just spend time working on the packaging. I'm a big fan of Colin Samir. I'm a big fan of the Think Media family. And one of the biggest things when you take YouTube seriously is focusing on the packaging. YouTube is a package game. It's not a your content is fire game. That's part of it. But I have to get you to be interested first. So if we go to YouTube, I'm not going to talk about that right now. If we go to YouTube, you're going to see a whole bunch of videos. Now, as you could tell, they're not playing unless I go over it, but I still can't hear it. I'm only looking at thumbnails and titles. So the thumbnail and title that attracts me is going to get my click. Some of the thumbnails that you guys are creating is not creating clicks. Are we looking at the click-through rate? If our click-through rate, for those people who have YouTube channels, you understand what a click-through rate is. If our CTR is probably lower than a 5, we may want to improve that. Okay? If we're trying to get to the 4,000 hours, right? And you know what? I could be very transparent because we're trying to revive the Content Corner Clips channel. I'm starting to get in this great groove and system of we go live. There's going to be certain parts that we clip up, and some of it is going to go to Spotify. Shout out to those who follow me on Spotify. Some of it is going to go to Content Corner Clips. Some of it is going to turn into Substack. All of that. How do we check our CTR? I got you. Hold on. I got you. Let me show you the last. We'll go here. I'll be honest. Here we go. So here's my last video, right? If you haven't checked out the video, I'll show you. So right here, if you go to the analytics of that video and you go to reach, right here, CTR, and it'll tell you right here, views, hold up, wondering whether your impression CTR rate are high or low. You can learn more about it right here. But for me, I know that a video is going to be good when it's at a 9. Pretty much like a 7 and above, we're okay. It's going to do decent. For me and my averages, when it's a 7 and below, it's not going to do the greatest. But when we are 7 and above, we'll do okay. 9, we're doing decent, right? I think it's a 1 of 10 at this moment. So, but if I was to go to the second channel that we're trying to revive, so it's going to be a situation. So right here, this one's a 3.3 because we're still trying to figure out the formula for over here, right? So that one got a 3.3. We'll do, I tried to do this kind. This got a 1.9, so I got to change this thumbnail, right? Boom. This got a 2.8. This did decent, so maybe I just need to be on the left side and not the right side. But I still got to figure it out. So you can see the difference between both my channels of like, okay, we figured it out over here. We still haven't figured it out over there. But we're going to, okay? So I have a packaging problem over here. I don't have a content problem over in this channel because this channel are just clips from the live. That's it. They're just clips from the lives. I know the lives are good because we've clipped up the lives and put it on the main channel, and it's done well, right? So everybody type in studio. Type in studio. You should spend a lot of time in YouTube Studio trying to understand those numbers. And we have an amazing tool called AI, whether it's ChatGPT or Claude. If you don't know what a CTR is, ask, yo, what is a CTR? Yo, what is an impression? What is, out of everything, what is an average of this, that, like, how do I get the best, how do I understand my analytics better? You will get to know your average numbers so much easier if you actually look at it. But some of us just look at the views and that's it. When we're realizing that, oh man, I'm getting the click-through rate, but my impressions are low. Why is YouTube not pushing out my stuff? My retention is low, but my views are high. So maybe I'm breaking a promise in the packaging. We have to need to know all of that. I normally don't have enough data because my video haven't done as well. You don't need it to do well for it to gather data. That alone is data. You feel what I'm saying? That alone is data. If you have 10 videos, they all got 5 views, that's still going to be data. Don't look at it as like, oh, I'm not getting this amount of views, right? But this is, take a screenshot. I'm going to put this in LB. Take a screenshot. This is your roadmap. Everybody put 24. If you haven't monetized on YouTube, put 24. This is your 24-week roadmap of how to monetize. Figure out your watch hours. Figure out your weekly target. Build bingeable series, playlists, all of that. Repair those dead ends. Put those end screens so people could watch more of your content. Go live if you feel comfortable. At least try it. At least try it with the mindset of that you can take that and turn it into an actual video later. Okay? When to click, focus on packaging. Go back to some of your old videos and fix those thumbnails. See if it helps, see if it doesn't. Focus on the first 30 seconds. 30 seconds is so important. You're going to see in your retention. Let me see if I can pull up one of mine's. Let me see. Let me go back to my main channel. Can you do a DJ mix without being hit with a copyright? That is a very good question. I am not sure. If anybody has, oh, look. Yep, thank you. They answered that question. Answer, because I have no clue on that one. Because I get hit with copyright situations and I'm not even a DJ. You know what I mean? I'm not even a DJ. I'd be showing y'all videos and it'd be like copyright. I'm like, because of a song. So I don't even mess with that. But also, and we'll talk about it, I would assume if, what you call it, you're using YouTube for more of a brand awareness to sell them something else than necessarily to make money on YouTube. But I understand you would want to. But, I mean, I don't know. What if you're already monetized? Then you're good. The only thing, and let me see if I can pull it up. The only thing that, if you are monetized on shorts, you have to keep, starting February, 10 million shorts views within a 90-day period, or your shorts revenue pauses. Not your long form, but your shorts revenue will pause if you do not make 10 million views in 90 days. You know what I mean? So, but I think, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Boop, 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 boop. Qualified watch hours, qualified shorts. I'll find it for you. I got you. But let me show you the retention on the last one, because I'm always like looking at it and trying to improve. Right? So this is something that we're focusing on and trying to improve. So the last video, though, got really good views. I realize for me, sometimes when we got really good views, our retention isn't always the greatest. So YouTube sometimes can determine if this is going to be a good video between your first 30 seconds. If your video is like a straight down situation, you're not giving people a reason to continue to watch. You want to be very intentional with your first 30 seconds. Set them up to what they are about to watch, right? What about videos? You could keep videos, if you're monetized already, you're good. You're grandfathered. You're fine. You just have to maintain what you've been maintaining. But it's the shorts one that is changing. Yeah, it's the shorts one that's changing. So I know my goal for the first 30 seconds is probably going to be like want to be like 65, 70. Right now we're at 57 in the 37. Because I know if I could get 65, 70, this will go up. So now I'm thinking about, okay, the way that we did it here, how can I change it? They watched the video and it breaks it down like bit by bit. And you see in this small one of like, okay, they kept watching. And then when you showed ChatGPT Work, it went down. I'm like, okay, what does that mean? So always working, always doing this. But that is your roadmap for YouTube. I mean, if this was this section, right? Because we have more. Do not leave yet. We're going to talk about the Claude situation. If this section was helpful, throw some fires, throw some lines in the chat. You know what I mean? Real quick, we are raising money for Puerto Rico's water crisis, okay? Water crisis. We are using Convoy of Hope. They are raising money. They're sending bottles out there, all of that amazing stuff. The island is just, there are some people who do not have water up to 48 hours. Sometimes it's longer. I'm probably going to get a copyright situation now that we talked about it, but who cares? I'm going to show you. Hopefully I can pause it in between. Hold up. Did I not do the water? I know what. Hold up. See post.
In Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rican government now forcing communities across the U.S. territory to ration water amid a crippling drought. Worsening water crisis in Puerto Rico. The Puerto Rican government now forcing communities across the U.S. territory to ration water amid a crippling drought. In San Juan and other cities, hundreds of thousands of residents having their water supply cut off 48 hours at a time. These tankers being used by the government to deliver much-needed water throughout the territory. We asked Sonia Maldonado Renta how many times a day she fills these plastic bottles. Morning, noon, and afternoon, all the time. This is unbelievable. We're in a developing country. July was the driest month ever recorded in San Juan in more than 120 years. Roughly 68% of Puerto Rico is now experiencing extreme drought, and there is little relief in sight. The Carraizo Reservoir, the primary drinking source for the city of San Juan, looking depleted. The Puerto Rican National Guard has been working since June to alleviate conditions, distributing over 500,000 gallons of water to residents already.
And this is crazy because this is a U.S. territory. You know what I mean? This is U.S. territory. So that's why I don't want super chats this one. If you want to add anything to the donation button, there should be like a donate on the side, on the chat, at least $1. Let's help them out. And at the end of this live, whatever y'all put, I'm doubling. And I have my own situation that I'm going to do as well. But I want to match what you guys do too. So please, at least $1, because this is...
The crisis complicated by decades of decaying infrastructure and a history of natural disasters, including Hurricane Maria in 2017, a storm which killed nearly 3,000 people and devastated the power grid. In 2025, an island-wide power outage. Now, this drought, combined with extreme heat and fire dangers.
Several people have told us that they have gone without running water longer than the planned 48-hour period. There is so much frustration here on the island that is once again testing Puerto Ricans' resilience.
It's a sad thing, dog, because it's a sad thing. So let's do what we can. I'm going to at least use my platform to bring awareness to it, keep you guys updated with it. But it's getting bad. is getting bad. So I at least want to use my platform for good. Not AI related, but human related. They're us. We be sending stuff all over the place. This is our people. You know what I mean? These are U.S. citizens who are struggling. That don't sit well with me. That don't sit well with me. So we're at 89. I appreciate y'all. We're going to keep this fundraiser going for the whole live. All right. Let's talk about this situation right here. Come on, we over $100. Let's go. Let's go. I see y'all. Let's go. Say that to the chat. Hold on. Let me shed light. Oh, it's cut off. Don't be cut off. How do I fix it? Don't be cut off. No. There we go. Boom. See it? You see it? Making a difference out here. Making a difference. Shout out to everybody who's donating, for real. This means a lot. Like, the fact that we could do this on this live, it means a lot. So, how Claude's text watermarks work?
Bruh.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So, first off, can we get the initial thoughts on this? Are we happy? Are we mad? Do we not care? What is our thoughts? Claude has added a watermark to all the texts that they do, but what does this mean? Okay, so I'm going to give you this article so you guys could use it yourself, all of that. I was having a few questions, and I guess a lot of people were having a few questions, and they actually answered some. Okay. If they're actually, who can see the watermark? That's what we're gonna figure it out. That's what we're gonna figure out. Now, they did this because of a European policy. Okay. This is all happening because Europe is needing this. Now, ChatGPT does not have this, because when I posted this on my Instagram, they were like, everybody has this. No, they don't. Okay? No, they don't. So this is interesting because it was like, how does the watermark affect Claude's output? In the internal testing, there is no impact in watermarking the content level on creativity or readability of Claude's text. According to this paper, I don't know what that is. Well, let's click on it. Hold on. Scannable watermark for identifying large language models. Okay. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Which introduced a technique we use. Google's DeepMind tested this impact by serving a model that used watermark to a portion of their Gemini traffic and comparing thumbs up and thumb down rating. They found no significant differences from the unwatermarked model. And this is just text, because we've seen the watermark when it comes to images. This is just text, because this is a watermark we cannot see. So supposedly it doesn't affect, right? This is according to Claude. I just want to say that. Now, this was a part that I really wanted to go over. What about the case where Claude has proofreaded or edited human text? Because are you going to put a watermark just because I need to know my punctuation? Just because I don't write my sentences correctly? So according to Claude, the watermark applies to words Claude chooses. When Claude proofreads text written by a person, what it gives back is generally only been lightly edited, because nearly all the words are the person's. That is very little, if anything, for the watermark to attach to. Depending on the length of the text and how heavily Claude has edited it, those changes might not be enough to make Claude's involvement detachable. This is good to know. Okay, so before we assume, does this affect when we just needed to proofread our stuff? According to Anthropic, no. But also thinking this, because if you heard what I said with that, it depends on how much Claude processes. Why did I go like that? Anyways, we're going to get to a part where we have to think for ourselves again.
Bruh.
I know this is going to hurt some people. I know we've been focusing on some of the workflows in order to, hey, I say this, it gives me this, I could push this out, right? I don't know how long you've been following me, but you already know I say look at it as a draft. Look at it as a draft. It is not the end all be all. What Claude gives you, what ChatGPT gives you, majority of the time is not a copy and paste. It is a react. You should react to what AI gives you. You should react to being like, okay, this is how it figured things out. You know what? Cool. Now let me type, or let me use whisper flow to say how I interpret what it just gave me back. Because if they're going to put watermarks, some people, and it just depends on how much you care about this, to be honest with you. And I'm going to slow this down for a little bit. Some people really care that people know that you write with AI. Some people really care that, oh my God, if I put this out, people are going to know I use AI. But you did. So why are you trying to hide that? This doesn't affect, the watermark doesn't affect the people who don't care, who has been very transparent, who's been very real about my process and what I do to create, whether it's written content, videos, images, very transparent of, hey, this is going to be AI or going to be processed by AI to help me. Because one, I'm not a really good writer. But I know how to say certain things, and I allow AI to help me structure it, and then I react to it. But I'm not afraid of people being like, oh, it's AI. Oh, okay, it is. You're right. You're right.
Bruh.
But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. Can a watermark be traced back to me or my organization? No. The watermark applies to Claude and its outputs. It doesn't identify anything to do with individual users. There's nothing in the watermark or its keys that would allow anyone to recover any information about users, their organizations, or their chats with Claude. Okay? Cool. You could read why they're doing it. Like I said, it's a European situation, Transparency Act that they have over there. Okay? How do I check if a piece of text was written by Claude? We will soon be offering a watermark detection API in the process of working out the details and implementations. What about images? Here's a good one. What about images in other files? When Claude produces a file or support type, such as a PNG, JPEG, all of that, it will attach a content credential in the form of a small crypto situation signed note in the file metadata saying that the file was made and processed with Claude. So if you are getting files from it, yes, there will be an invisible watermark. Okay? There'll be metadata. No, actually, not even a watermark. It's metadata. I apologize. I take that back. It's metadata. But why would we be mad about that? Why would we be mad? Can someone just edit the text to get around the watermarking? To some extent, yes. Light editing probably won't remove the watermark completely. A complete rewrite where every word is replaced will. Treat it like a draft. If you are so focused on the watermark, treat it like a draft and then rewrite every single thing. Go ahead. What does the watermark actually prove? A watermark can only determine that Claude was likely involved in the content at some point. Cannot distinguish Claude wrote this from Claude heavily edited this. Okay? And then what about Claude's older Claude models? The EU law includes a transition period for Anthropic models launch before 2026, and we're working to add watermarking for those models as well. So there'll be some time. So if you have an issue, use an older model.
Bruh.
Okay? Use an older model. When you ran out of tokens, you're still expected to have the work done. Facts. All right. Hold on, because I think I got something for y'all too. Okay, I think I got something for y'all too. Boop. I got a picture for everything. Listen. Let's talk about what does this mean for the creator, for us. It's watermarked. What do we do? Okay? First, we got to name the job. AKA, are we proofreading, or is this a co-write, or is you completely writing this? Okay? Remember, if it is proofreading, they're probably not going to add a watermark. Okay? Probably not going to add a watermark. Co-write, I still suggest that you react to it. And if you do not feel confident enough of using their stuff, you may need to rewrite the complete thing. It happens. Okay? Protect the original. Okay? Meaning, if you upload a file and it doesn't do anything to it, it's just reading it, it's not going to add a watermark to it. It's going to add a watermark on the things that it creates. Things it creates, not the things that you upload. Now, I will still say, please be very cautious about the stuff that you do upload. Be very, very aware of the settings that you have, which we'll get into, and make sure, if you definitely don't want none of your stuff out there, do not hit that share button. Every chat, whether it's ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, whatever, every time that you hit that share button and send it to somebody, the web can now search it too. It is now public. And I'll show you what I mean by this. But they do not add watermarks to stuff that they are just reading. You are okay. All right? 3, limit the rewrite. Ask for grammar and punctuation only. Do not, and I know some of us do this. There's nothing wrong. I've been guilty of this too. This is why I could speak on it. Do not go, hey, can you check the grammar and everything? And actually, can you fix it to where it could sound like a post that would get views, likes, and comments? Some of us say that. Can you rewrite it so it can fit this particular platform, this particular structure, right? Here's the idea, but can you, the second it does that second part, after the grammar and the punctuation, this is where you're going to get a watermark. So keep it very limited to just that. If, once again, if you're very concerned about this watermark situation. Oops, wrong one. Bloop. Check your data settings. Okay? Check your data settings. Meaning, if we are, let me see if I could pull it up real quick. If we are, if we're sharing important information, we should not let the company, Anthropic, train from our data. Okay? So, let me see if I could, this is going to be chat, but let me change it to Claude real quick. I'm going to change it to Claude. Give me a second. Claude. And let me do it on my other screen real quick. Here we go. Boop. All right. If you go into settings, privacy, this right here, help improve our AI models. If you are putting information, right? Because this will be probably default like this. Right here. Okay? If you want to do this too, allow Claude to use the location metadata to improve the product experience. Turn that off too. I didn't even know I had that on. Turn that off too. You're good. Small things. Look at your settings. Some of the settings that you have are just automatically on. You don't have to turn that on. You have to turn that off. So, check your settings. I just did it on the live. I didn't even know that was on. Okay? I didn't even know that was on. Next thing. Keep your receipts. Okay? Original drafts. Version history. Track changes. Just in case. Just in case. You're like, oh, that's AI. Actually, here's my original. This is not AI. This is not AI. Okay? So, yeah. Shout out to the donations. I'm seeing, hold on. Shout out to the donations. Let's go. We got to help our own. Shout out to those who are donating. And then understand that this watermark only means that Claude was involved. Not Claude owns, but Claude was involved. I just want to make that very, very clear. That all this is saying is Claude was involved. There, in this process of this creation, they may have used Claude for a little bit of it or a lot of it. That's it. Okay? You still own everything. Now, does that mean I completely trust it? No.
Bruh.
No. That doesn't mean that at all.
Bruh.
Doesn't mean that at all. However, at least we have a better understanding of what this watermark situation is. What do we do to help ourselves as creators as we are continuing to make content? Because yes, we're still going to need to make captions, emails, copy for our websites, newsletters, tweets, threads. We're still going to need Claude to do that. It's still a great model. Let's not front and act like Claude hasn't been great. Claude's been great. They're just putting up certain policies now. And you don't have to like it. You could go to ChatGPT, but I do think Chat is going to get it as well. They already have it with images. They have watermarks for their images. I wouldn't be surprised that all AI models will have to deal with that. Just being honest.
Bruh.
So, if this part was helpful, we're still not done. We're still not done. Okay? Still not done. If this was helpful, drop some lines in the fires in the chat. And if you haven't donated to the water crisis, at least $1. Remember, today we're not doing super chats. We're not doing super thanks. We're doing only donations to Puerto Rico for the water crisis. Okay? That is it. Anyways, I wanted to try something out. Which is slash commands for ChatGPT. We could be making images way easier if we use slash commands. Okay? If you're inside of Lion's behavior, I just gave y'all, hold on, I'll show you. Inside of Lion's behavior, I just gave y'all a whole list of different visual commands. Hold on, let me show. Whoop. Shout out to everybody who's dropping some emojis. All right. So inside of Lion's behavior, we have a prompt library that is growing every single day. We have this thing called visual/commands. And so in this, you're going to see different commands that will create different images once you give it a topic. So I got that whole list because I saw a video of some of the commands and I was like, oh, we have to try this on the live. You feel me? We have to try this on the live. So hold on. Let me get that video up for y'all. Let me get that video. Shout out to everybody who's donating. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody who's donating. We're almost at 200. We're almost at 200. Come on. Come on. That's major. That's major. All right, where is this video at? I think it's on my Instagram. Let's go. Oot up. Boom. Where are we? Saved. Let's do. Shout out to Sabrina. Let's Sabrina's post. Shout out to Sabrina.
Exactly what we were looking for in school. ChatGPT, if you type /handwritten before your topic, explains the topic so easily even kids can understand it. Second command is /make sticky notes. It lays out all the important points of the topic in front of you in a really simple way. The third command is /visualize learning. Use this command to understand any topic visually in just a few minutes. I have dozens more commands like these. If you want me to send them to you, hit follow and comment 10 and I'll DM you.
All right. So.
Oh my God, this is exactly what we...
Let's do that visualize learning one.
Learning. Use this command.
Go back.
As learning. Use this command.
Why you say that so quick? Stop it. Like, I know why you said it quick, but like, don't say it quick.
Command is /.
There we go. Visualize learning. Like, visualize learning. Let's try that. All right. Let me get my ChatGPT up. Let's do right here. This is Claude. Let me go back to chat. Whoop, whoop. Who's tried this so far? We're going to see if it really works. Bloop. All right, so I'm going to do this in ChatGPT Work. And I'm actually going to visualize learning for what we just went over, the Claude one. I did the roadmap one already, as you saw. So let's do I'm not spelling that. Hold on. Visualize learning. And then let me give it the link to Claude now adding watermarks to their text. Boop. And let's see how this does. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. I ground. From what I understand, also, when we do these slash commands, sometimes we have to train it. So there's a whole bunch that we could do, but it may not know exactly what we're looking for. And then we have to say, yo, actually make the image like that. And then it does the image. So we're going to see if this visualized learning one has already an image. If not, we may have to train it. When I did the roadmap, it made the roadmap one very easy. So I want to show the process of these things. Hold on. Oh, yep. Nope. It got it. Because look, it says I'm using Imagine skill for the requests. Let's get some music going. Do, 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 do. Come on. Oh, it shows the names of who donated. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't even see that. Shout out to Melvin. Shout out to Steve. Or Steven. Shout out to the anonymous people who are doing it. I appreciate y'all. What else we got? Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can catch some names. I want to shout y'all out. A lot of y'all did anonymous. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, like, yo, it's the whatever. It's just the point of it. I appreciate y'all. All right, waiting. Let's see. And if anybody wants me to build something out, let me know. Okay? Like Nicky. After these like 3 slash commands, can you build out blah blah blah? I mean, let me know. I will do it. But this is taking a minute. But I want to see. And any questions. I'll do that too. If y'all got any questions or if y'all want me to build anything, let me know. Come on. I love how like we lost patience for images. Like I expected like in 3 seconds and get very impatient knowing that I can't make this.
Bruh.
I can't make this. I know I can't make this. Like, I know I can't. Wild. Oh. Hold on. Hey. Let's see what it did. Let's see what this did. Claude chooses the next word. The key shapes the randomness. The detector checks the pattern. What does this all mean? A strategic fingerprint, not a hidden label. Several words are simply good. This doesn't mean anything. Visually, it looked great. What does this mean?
Bruh.
Am I missing something? This is not what we just talked about. Hold on. Oops, I get something wrong. Okay, hold on. I'll give you the actual website. If you're getting an error, I got you. Hold up. Boom. There you go. Okay, hold on. Let's have conversations. So this doesn't go with anything that I gave you. Like, I gave you the website that was pretty much like a FAQ to some of the most popular questions that are being asked about the Claude's watermark. And I don't know what you gave me. Can you go more based off like a Q&A visual explainer? Like, visually, if I was just going off of prettiness, that was pretty decent. But off of information, this is why it's good to read.
Bruh.
This is why it's good to read. You know what I mean? Wow, I just built something on a topic that I was doing a video for my channel that I'll be starting to explain 2 related tax topics. On first scan, everything looks correct and looks good. On my phone, let me try the laptop thing. Oh, where do I find the watch hours again? You got to go into your YouTube studio and go to earn. That's the easiest place to find out how close or how far off you are from the goal to monetizing. So, you're right. I overcentered the underlining mechanism and ignored the page actual FAQ structure. I'm rebuilding in a question-led explainer using Anthropic's own FAQ topics and answer.
Bruh.
This is why you have to be very specific about what you need. Because me just saying visual learning, Claude now adding watermarks to their text, and not saying that I wanted it to come from the website, it allowed it to do whatever. Okay, now we're better. Now we're better. Okay. I see. Okay. Let me read though. Let me read. Claude's text watermark. Your question answered. Can readers see the watermark? No. Nothing is added to the text and there's no hidden characters. Will it change Claude's writing? Anthropic says it has no practical impact or quality, creativity, or readability. Will Claude become more slower, cost more? No. Can it identify me or my organization? No. Can editing remove it? Light edits may not. What does a watermark actually prove? Only that Claude was likely involved. Okay, we're good now. I like this. I like this. Let's try another command. I have another video. Hold on. Let's go back to
About Tyler, man. I did a video on YG, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm really over the drama. Sometimes I don't like being on social media because there's so much drama highlighted. This one.
This ChatGPT is genuinely crazy. 4 simple commands turn ChatGPT into your personal study system. The first one is cheat sheet. Type cheat sheet and then any topic, and ChatGPT hands you back a 1-page summary with all the key info laid out clean. Next, try blueprint plus your topic. This one goes deeper. ChatGPT breaks the whole system apart and shows you how.
I feel like my live is going to get demonetized.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
And ChatGPT turns your topic into What's the
other one?
flashcards.
Same setup. Let's do flashcards. Let's do flashcards. I'm cool with that. All right. Let's do another topic. What topic do we? Actually, I wanted to do from a YouTube video. Let's see if it could do flashcards from a YouTube video so we can learn from it. let's go here. Let's go. Give me YouTube. You and that damn music. I apologize. Not me. Well, it's kind of me. Let's do how faceless sleep channels stay monetized and make $5,000 a month. Let's do that. Why not? Copy that. Let's do a new one. And boop. All right, back in ChatGPT. Let's do flashcards from this YouTube video. Boop. All right, let's see if it could read the YouTube video and actually give us flashcards. The topic of that YouTube video was how faceless sleep channels stay monetized. We're gonna see what it makes. Then we're gonna watch a little bit of the video and see if it got it right. That's going to be. I just saw a Content Corner live ad. Shout out to those who have premium YouTube. Shout out to. Come on. All right. Let's see what it's doing. So I like using Work because Work is like a lighter version of Codex, right? So it's going to trigger certain scripts that would normally be in Codex. So like it's transcribing and watching the video with those different workflows right here. So you can see the process of it. Premium all day. Actually, let me know if you, that's how I afford LB club trips. See? Yeah, we actually are going to Puerto Rico. We want to help the tourism, because if tourism goes down, the economy hurts. So we are going to Puerto Rico in November. Shout out to everybody part of the LB club. It is on the waiting list. So that will be opening up again next month. But going to Puerto Rico in November. We are, and I'm excited. I'm super, super excited. Hopefully this water crisis gets better by then. Okay? Hopefully. Oh, let's get some. Where's my music? There we go. Life changing. Come on. Yeah, who has premium? Shout out to those who have premium. If you don't, hey, it wasn't until Isaiah told me to get it. Yeah, they have premium light now. Because I have Google's Gemini Pro. Ooh, get the bundle. Get the bundle. I like that. All right, the first detach launch excited before downloading. I'm relaunching. Wait, what are you relaunching? Oh, this is a whole process to get it from a YouTube. Now, so I think this command, if it could read the YouTube video, I think these types of commands would be really good for content. Because if you think about it, actually, because this is going to mess up my thought process. But if you think about it, if this could create flashcards, blueprints, roadmaps, you could put this in your newsletter. You could put this in Instagram, Facebook, community posts if you're on YouTube, your own community. So if this works, I don't know. It says I'm retrying. I don't. Transcript itself still hasn't been generated. Maybe you have to try another YouTube thing. I don't know. Let me see. Is it super new? No, it was 7 days ago. It was 7 days ago. You know what? This is what I get for stand on what you said. Oh, it's from Killer Mike. Oh wow. Oh, I don't want to get caught up in that. Let's use my own. Boo boo. Shout out to ChatGPT for making the thumbnail. Let's do. What's a good one to do? Let's do this one. This is a good one. What's up, David? I see you. Boop. David, no super chats today. If you're gonna do a super chat, hit the donate. We're helping out for the water crisis that's happening in Puerto Rico. So, yeah, if you're doing the super chats, do the donate. We're raising money. All right. So, earn your leisure. Love them guys. They're okay. They're I'll say this. I just feel like certain things should just stay in the group chat. That's all. If you know what I mean by this when I say that, I just feel like certain things should leave in the group chat. Because I think you should stand on what you say. And you don't have to continue to apologize. But, I'll say that. I can't find the donate button on my phone. Wait, hold on. Let me help you with that. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it on my phone. I got you. It's still doing its thing. Oh, I got you. Right here. Oh, wait, it's doing something. Oh, wait. I got you. Oh, wait, right here. Oh, wait, it's doing something. It's doing something. That's me. On the bottom right, there's a heart. Right here. Bottom right, there's a heart. Ooh, somebody did $50. Ooh, come on. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the 7. Shout out to the 25. Yo. Come on, we're doing amazing stuff here. Yeah, if you're on your phone, there's a bottom right, there's a donate you could do right there. If not, right here, you could do that too. If you get out of the chat, you could do that right here. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's get back to it. Bloop. All right. So it created first the text. Why can sleep videos generate unusual high watch times? Why can sleep channels back catalog remain valuable? Okay, these are great. Now can you make them into images? So I like that it checks the text first. Here's what I want to create. If you approve, then I'll turn everything into flashcards. So I like what it did there. Boom, 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 boom. Are you going to try this one? If this does good, which one did we do? We did the visualized learning, right? Hold up. I think this was it. Yeah, we did the visualized learning. This was visualized learning, and we gave it a watermark and all of that. Not the watermark. We gave it a article, the topic and the article. For this one, we are, not that, oops, whoop. For this one, we are doing flashcards. So we're going to see if this works. If you got an error on your phone, try the computer. Shout out to Cam. Oh, it's making all 22. It's making all 22. Okay, we're gonna be here for a while. Side note, we've raised $329. Hey! $329 on the live. Let's go. Let's go. I like this. I like what we're doing here. Oh, why is this still? I love how it catches an issue and then like, let me fix it myself, because you're gonna act like I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Let's see. As we wait. Who got questions? Let me know. Ask any question. I'm an open book if you ask. And every single time I say that, then it finishes. You sure you're gonna match us? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not. What are you talking about? Yeah. I stand on it. I stand on that. Why would you question? Oh, it's done? Oh, damn. Open in file. Hold on. Oh, it actually, can I show this way? Let me see. Oh, wow. Oh, this is fire. Hold on. Okay, so we're done. We're done with 1 to 10. What do you think of these flashcards? What do you think of these flashcards? What type of content does YouTube's inauthentic content policy target? Templated, repetitive, mass-produced content with little meaningful variations or original value. Does YouTube profit all faceless or prohibit AI assisted channels? No. These are cute. I see how this went off a little bit, but that's a little. For not having to prompt like crazy and for it to generate this, I like it. I like it. I could think of many ideas for this. I could think, we have 100 likes on the live. What? Oh, y'all showing out today. Y'all showing out today. Come on. You throw some lines and fires in the chat. Y'all showing out today. We got over 100 likes. We've raised $329 for the water crisis. This is great. This is amazing. Anyways, 1 to 10, what do you think about these slash commands? Remember, I have majority of them inside of Lion's Behavior under the doc section. If you're in Lion's Behavior, if you're not, lionsbehavior.com. Come through. We're really dope. But we did a lot today. Okay, so let me see if I can do it from my phone. Let me see if I can do it from my. Is there any last minute? Because I'm about to match it. So is there any last minute donations? I'm about to put in my donation, which is $329 from what I see. Okay? Let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna do it from my phone, from my my other channel. Hold on. Let me get Content Corner clips up. Hold up. Let me... Boop, boop, boop. Hold on. Donate. We'll do... We still good? We still good? There's a real... Hold on. What did you say? There's a flashcard format that allows a lot of software to show. Are the flashcards just made complement with that? And then press a button to answer. No, they're just images, E. They're just images. They're just images. All right. Going once, going twice. All right, I'm doing 329. Okay, I'm doing 329. Hold up. Do. Give me a second. It's making me do a lot. I was like, it's making me do a lot. Hold on. Shout out to those. Oh. I gotta verify. I may have to do this on the computer. Yeah, I'm a listen to Cam. I'm gonna do it on the computer because this is making me do 17 million things. Hold up. It's making me do. Hold on. Give me a second. Damn, I can't even. All right. Let me switch. Sheesh.
Bruh.
Shout out to the people who did do it on their phones. I appreciate y'all because that thing just did not like me right there. Hold up. All right. Donate. We're still at 329. Let's do. Okay. Confirm. And can I do? No, we'll do that one. That's fine. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Share. Out of here. Thank you so much. All right. Did it do it? Did it do it? Did it do it? I did 500. You can see it in the chat. You can see it in the chat. You can see it in the chat. Content Corner Clips is me. Hello. Content Corner Clips is me. So I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for helping me support something that is happening right now. Normally we don't do the fundraiser situation, but I felt like when it's home, we have to. You know what I mean? When it's home, we have to. So appreciate everybody who donated.
Bruh.
Oh, no, God, that's not it. My apologies. Appreciate everybody who donated. Today, we talked about YouTube. The watch hours are going up. We gave a whole roadmap to it. How to get your watch hours up before February 2027. What does it really mean? And we talked about Claude's watermark. What does that really mean? And we did, how do we get not necessarily around it, but how are we aware of the watermarks? When does it happen? When it doesn't happen, right? And we tested out ChatGPT's visual / commands and all of that. And we raised, how much did we finish raising? How much did we finish raising? Hold up, let me see. 829. Hold on, let me see if I can show it. $829 for Puerto Rico's water crisis. That's major. That's major. Okay? So I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. This is major. This is the first, but not the last. As long as this is happening, we gonna continue to support. Okay? It could be just $1. I'm cool. It could be just $1. I'm cool. It could be $2. I'm cool. But we did that today. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Watch the replay if you need anything. I'm going to give the pictures to Lions Behavior. If you haven't joined Lions Behavior, lionsbehavior.com should be in the description. You know what I'm gonna say, right? You know what I'm gonna say?